up, my friends? How are you guys doing today? Welcome back. I hope you guys are just doing fantastic. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I hope you're thriving. I hope you're striving. I hope you're looking good and smelling good. I hope you are loving yourself and the ones you're with. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Today, we're still in spooky season, right? We're still in October. We're still rocking the horror movies, the family spooky pictures like Hocus Pocus and things like that. So today, we're going to take a detour from the strange and unusual and horrifying, and we're going to talk about a family film that you can easily throw in the player, throw on the streaming site, and enjoy it with the whole family, and it still captures the essence of Halloween and that spooky atmosphere of the month of October. Guys, before we get into this, hit like and subscribe for me, and let's get into it. This is Goosebumps, starring Jack Black and some other people. This is a Jack Black star vehicle. This is for him to shine. And let's be honest, guys, Jack Black over the years has gone from kind of cool rebel rocker to the nerdy old man, right? Now, this came out in 2015. My son was 4 years old when it came out. We went to the theater and saw it. And we made it about halfway through, and, as a 4-year-old, he got a little intimidated by some of the monsters, and so he wanted to go, so we left. We didn't get to watch it completely until it came out on Blu-ray. And I bought it, because I really enjoyed it. I liken this, now for any of us old folks, who grew up in the 80s and 90s, the kind of end-all, be-all family monster movie for me was Monster Squad. And you had your kids going around taking on the classic Universal monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, all those. This is very similar to that, in my opinion. It's very, very similar to Monster Squad. In fact, I would even go so far as to say that it is this generation, my son's generation's Monster Squad. Simply because it almost uses kind of the same formula. Instead of an amulet, they're books. Instead of classic Universal monsters, they are monsters and creatures from the R.L. Stine books, Goosebumps. And this, these are all the monsters, or most of the monsters, from the stories that R.L. Stine wrote back in the 90s. If you don't know what Goosebumps is, go to a bookstore, go to a library, and check the adolescent kids section for books, right? These books were the thing to have when you were 9, 10 years old when I was growing up. Like, if you had a Goosebumps book, they were almost as precious as comic books. I remember Christmases. My cousins, my brothers, all of us, we would get, stacks of Goosebump books because they weren't long. They're not a hard read, but they're highly entertaining. And so, the comparisons to Monster Squad are very, in my opinion, very prevalent, very, very important here, because it takes the Jack Black that we all know and love, kind of that rebellious rocker dude from School of Rock and Tenacious D. We take him and we put him in this is kind of where he starts, in my opinion, he starts to go down that old man nerdy casting, right? Because shortly after this, I don't remember, he may have made Gulliver's Travels before this, but you can see him starting to overact. And now he overacts a lot in everything that he's ever done. That's just kind of his style. He's very emotive with his body language and his facial features and stuff. And that's cool. I dig it. I can get down with a John Candy, Chris Farley type comedy. But as he's gotten older, I feel like he's kind of lost a little bit of his luster to some of us who enjoyed his earlier works. Even my son now, my oldest son, he likes Jack Black, but he likes today's Jack Black. I don't think he's ever seen School of Rock or things like that. Then again, maybe he has and I just don't know it. But overall, I think Jack Black does a good job in this, but where it really shines, where this film is really, really well done is in the monsters and the story itself. The story itself, kid moves into a new town that R.L. Stine lives in secretly. He winds up getting kind of attached to R.L. Stine's daughter, niece, whatever she is. Goes into the basement, finds R.L. Stine's book stash. They're all locked. Why are they locked? Oh, I dropped it. It unlocks. Out comes a creature. Oh no! Now we have to get the creatures back in the books. But we have that one main villain who's the little knight of the puppet cat. Slappy, or whatever his name is. It is just a fun kid story. It's a fun family film. Story is great. The special effects look good too, even though they're all CGI. They are all CGI, and normally you won't hear me saying, hey, the special effects, because they're all CGI, are great. Normally I will not heap praise on a film that has a ton of CGI effects, but these looked great, I thought. Especially like the werewolf in the grocery store, the big praying mantis, like chasing them like that all looked really good in my opinion. That CGI looked better than the CGI that we get today in horror films or films in general. It looks well rendered. It has good lighting. I mean, it looks good. So not only are the special effects excellent, the writing, the story itself is excellent. The way that it incorporates all these R.L. Stine characters and books and things like that. Overall, it's just a fantastic family film in the vein of Monster Squad that you can sit down with your young kids, 9, 10-year-olds, 7, 8-year-olds even. If your kid is old enough to read, they can watch this movie. It is a fantastic film, guys. I know I've said that a few times, but I just can't reiterate it enough. I really, really like Goosebumps, and sadly, the sequel to me wasn't as good. It was very lackluster in my opinion, but the first one is awesome. Definitely worth your time, definitely worth your effort. Pop you some popcorn, gather around the TV, sit down with the fam, and check it out, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hit that like and subscribe button for me on the way out, guys. And as always, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.